This is symmetric. If the data is symmetric, what is going to happen is your mean equals to mode equals to median equals to all with me. So if I study the behavior, what is the advantage of symmetric? If I know this 50% of the behavior, I can talk about the rest of the 50%, right? Lot of advantage. Very, very important for us. Very, very important for us. Going forward, this is going to rule our learning. Symmetrical. You give any data, I am going to learn. If the data is symmetric, I learn one way. If the data is not symmetric, I learn how to convert that into symmetric and apply the theory, whatever it is applicable for symmetric. Along with me, what I am saying. This is what you are going to do, nothing else. Throughout coming, future classes. Okay. Mean equal to median equal to mode. I don't care either I need to take the median or mode or whatever it is, right? You guys are getting what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Symmetric. If I look at the box plot, if the data is symmetric, the box plot is going to look like this. It's exact. This is the Q2, the Q1, Q2, and Q3. The whisker length, everything is symmetric around Q2. Okay, not okay, guys? Friends. Okay. First point. This is a symmetric. Any question on this? Second, positively skewed. Is there any number to calculate? Yes. There is a formula to calculate the skewness. But I'm not interested in that formula. Look at the picture and take a call. Look at the figure and take a call. Even I'll give the formula, don't worry about it, but I'm not interested in the formula. Along with me, what I'm saying. Second is what? Positively skewed, and this is also called right skewed. Close the door. Positively skewed or right skewed. How this is going to look like? I already gave the definition. Right? When you say the symmetry, whenever something you keep it, it's same with respect to that, then you call symmetry. With respect to this line, let me give you one more as he asked me. It is going to have a minimum value. With respect to the minimum value, is that a symmetric? It is not. With respect to the mean only, symmetric. Along with me, what I am saying? It is symmetric with respect to the mean only. All clear or not? Be careful. I'm interested in that. Positively skewed or right skewed. What is the meaning of this? It's going to be like this. So what I'm trying to say is, here your mean, mode, everything, I used the different colors. So say all are equal. All with me. Okay. Next. Positively skewed. Positive, if you look at the x-axis and y-axis, this is a positive side, this is a negative side, right? So this is the what is this skewness is the right side, hence this tail, the right side. So hence this is called right skew. All with me, guys. So if this is the data shape, then of course this is not the right picture. Let me write it properly. This is the medium mode. This is the median. This is the mean. This is the mean, and this is the median, and this is mode. Mode is nothing but most of the times whatever it is happening, that's why I given the top priority. All are getting. And mean is right side of my, which is a right skewed, always my mean is right side of my median. All are clear? And let me put it this way, whichever the tail, that side my mean is going to fall. And your median is between mode and mean. So that's why whenever you see the positively skewed kind of data, what is the best measure for central tendency? Median. All are getting or not getting? These are nothing but outliers. Outliers, right? In this area, these are the outliers. Skewed. For example, if you take the salaries data, very few people are going to have the salary less, more, right? There's salary data. Let me put it like this. Salary data. How's the salary? In a company, this is a frequency. Very less people are going to have, more, this is the number of people who are going to have this kind of salary. Maybe 2 lakhs. 2 to 3 lakhs, maybe like this. You guys are getting or not? What about the CEO salary? CEO salary around here, maybe 1 crore, 1 CR is. How many such kind of people are there in the organization? Very few. You guys are getting or not? So whenever you see this kind of pattern, that is a positively skewed data. All clear or not clear? Yemandi? So in this case, what mode is less than median is less than mean. Sometimes some data it may not work, but majority of the times it works. Majority of the times, whatever I given this relationship works. Sometimes it may not work, but theoretically this is how it is. You guys are getting? For some chart, maybe you're not finding, maybe your median is coming this side and mode is coming this side. Unfortunately, don't debate on that. You guys are clear? But in general, if I study most of the times, my median is going to fall in between the mode and mean. So whenever you see the positively skewed data or negatively skewed data, better to go with the median instead of mean or mode, because median is falling in between mode and mean. All are clear on this? All are clear on this, guys? Okay. I'm drawing that. So how the box plot is going to look like this? You don't worry about the data. I'm explaining the concept. Stick to that. First, what we are doing, we are learning the theory and we are learning with the practical, right? Why you really worried? Are you clear about whatever I communicated first? Don't waste your time in typing. The things are, throughout the course, the things are going to be like this. First, we'll talk about the theory. Maybe we'll Wherever required, I'll do a simple calculation with a paper pen. Sometimes I may take the calculations, bigger calculations by using the Excel or something like that. At that time, things are going to be clear. But hear me out first, whatever I am saying, store that in your memory. All are getting? So, it is going to be like this. Positively skewed. Whenever you see the box plot, this whisker length may be larger, right? Amen. If the data size, why I need to learn the box plot as well as histogram? If the data size is very less, I cannot plot the histogram. Then I'm going to take the help of the box plot. All are clear? Because I want to know the data is symmetry or not. Using the histogram I cannot make out. But definitely box plot is going to save me at that time. All are getting? That's the reason I am explaining these two at a time. Any question on this? Positively skewed or negatively skewed? Oh, sorry, right skewed? Any question? Next. Third one. Negatively skewed and left skewed. It is a self-explanatory. In practice, we see very less negatively skewed. Very less negatively skewed. It is like this, doing a mistakes. Very few people do the zero mistakes. Let me write it. Very few people do the very less number of mistakes. Very few people are there who are doing the mistakes very less. Huh? And majority of people are going to be like this. Negatively skewed. All are with me. So if I look at the mean, mode, median, how the things are going to be? I'm writing little bit apart. Okay, doesn't mean that it is going to be that much of away from your center of the data. And because to write only, I'm writing this. This is the median, and this is going to be mode. All clear? All clear, guys? How the box plot? Okay, not okay. So, in practice, I'm interested in this. In practice, I'm interested in this. I'm not interested in this. If it is coming like this, I'm going to learn the science so that it will become like this. All are getting? So, what I'm going to master now? I'm going to master the subject by assuming my data is going to be like this. I'm going to learn the technique where if the data is not only this, it is anything, any shape, even sometimes triangle, sometimes rectangle, possible, huh? If it's a uniform distribution, how the data is going to be? Like this? But it is a symmetric. This is a symmetric, but I don't want like this. I'm more interested in a bell-shaped kind of thing. Bell. In a temple, if you go, you see a bell like this hanging in front of the god. So that bell I'm interested in. All are with me? All are with me, guys? Okay. And next is kurtosis. Yeah, let me write the formula for skewness. Sigma x minus mu by whole cube divided by, yeah. So if this is greater than 0, positively skewed, less than 0, negatively skewed, equal to 0, symmetric. All clear or not? No need to buy hard this, not important. Not important. If you are unfortunate guys, someone is asking the interview, I cannot help, but not required. But people who wants to do their higher education and higher literature, definitely they need to understand the kurtosis a lot. Than even the skewness and kurtosis are also very important. For practical purpose, you don't need it. All with me, guys. Number of observations. Okay, because I kept the number of observations. Everything you know? Number of observations. Not important. Okay, let us see our data, MODI data. How to calculate this? I'm not calculating this skewness. Okay, because I'm not going to make you. Let's not waste our time. If someone interested, they can go and calculate. But let me show how to do that using a tool at least. Data analysis. Descriptive statistics. With this data. Oh, in the first go, it should not allow, right? Some problem. There comes in the first. Well, look at this. Skewness, positive. So what does it do? But for practical purpose, I'm going to consider this as you are not going to get exact zero. You guys are getting, that's why I'm not much interested in the formula. All are getting what I'm saying. So if it is approximately symmetric, I'm going ahead with my analysis as considering that as a symmetric. And median is, in between. And mean is how much? This is good enough to say it is a positively skewed? Why I need to learn the formula and break my head up? And moreover, the difference between especially mean and mode is not too much, right? I'm not considering for, I already told you, we are not going by the mode anyway. Mean and median, both are more or less same. Can I consider that is as symmetric? Is that is okay, not okay? Let's not worry about what I'm doing. This is my data, like this. Maybe in lakhs, the salary in lakhs. All are clear? The salary in lakhs for someone 4.9, something like that. All shit. Go to where? Histogram? Now tell me, looking at what it is. Positively skewed? Yes or no? Next. By looking at this data, you tell me how the shape is going to be. Let's say this is height. This is height in centimeters, let's say. Okay. More or less symmetric. You guys are getting what I am saying, guys? You guys are getting? Let's do the box plot for these two. Understand how those are going to look like. Where is the box plot? Box plot. This one. C2. Symmetric one I am doing it. More or less symmetric? Look at here. There are outliers. That's fine. But more or less symmetric? Yemandi, you guys are understanding what I'm saying? What about this? It is skewed towards this. If I tilt this side, how this graph is going to look like? It's going to look like this. Guys are clear? Hemandi, look at it tailed toward this, right? It tailed toward this. You guys are able to correlate what is happening in the histogram, what is happening in the box plot. So by looking at the graph, I should say the data is symmetric or positively skewed or negatively skewed. That's all. Why I need to say and all, we are going to see in the future. But I am interested in that. Why I need to learn all these things? We'll talk all those things in the future. But I need this knowledge. When I say positively skewed, when I say negatively skewed, when it is a symmetric. Even you go and look at display graphical summary. Let's do this for 2. Now, देखो. What is happening? Main mode is not given. Yeah, mode. More or less same. Skewness near to 0. Symmetric. What about other one? See, here box plot also there. This is the advantage of the tools. Nothing else. He has given this as well as the box plot in one place. That's how tools are going to be useful. Not more than that. All are clear? What I'm saying, guys? What are all these things? No questions asked on those. We are going to discuss all those things in detail. But what I'm saying is this mean and median. See, even Minitab people, they are not given the mode. Have they given? They are not interested. That's why I'm saying don't worry too much about the mode. All are clear? Things are clear or not? Online. Okay. Now let's look at other graph as well. Go to, I'm not even saying that where I'm going. You need to remember. Because I'm going to do these things multiple times. Automatically you remember. So then nothing is there to teach as a tool. Automatically you learn. Graphical summary. This time I'm doing this for C1. Dekho. Right. Positive skewed. Look at this graph now. What about the skewness? 1.33. Before near to 0, now it is a 1.33. Makes sense, guys? Okay. But all these things you guys know, right? First quartile, third quartile, median, all those things you guys know. Already we discussed a lot. Next is the kurtosis. I also don't remember this. Let me explain. Kurtosis, it talks about peakness of the data. Peakness. Yes. Kurtosis. 1. Platykartic, mesokartic. Another one is leptokartic. If you look at the picture, there is a little bit of flat peakness. Is a too much peak? We talked about the skewness, this side or this side. Now I am talking about the how much peak it is. Okay, peak distribution. What is the meaning of the distribution? Let's not worry about it for the time being. What about this? It's not too peaked, not too flat, right? That is called mesocontic and plotting contic. All are with me? All are with me, guys? So this is what about the shape of the data now. So far what we discussed, Chebyshev inequality. Say these things are not there in the syllabus. If you go to the brochure, you don't see all these things. But still I teach. Okay, don't worry about the syllabus only. Chebyshev inequality important. What is this Chebyshev inequality? Let me explain in a simple way. If you go through the literature, you don't understand ABCD of it. But let us look at the application part of this. I am not getting to what I am trying to say is I am not getting into the mathematics, which is too much for you. But I am going to take the gist of the thing and I am going to explain. Is that fine? Okay. Take the mean, any central tendency. Let's take mean. I am taking mu. Okay. I am taking mu. From here, take the percentage of the observations falling in between the k sigma limits given by from both sides of mean is given by 1 minus 1 by k square into 100 percentage. Let's have fun. It's a very interesting. So what I'm trying to say is take the mean like this. K sigma limits. K sigma limits means what? If you take the k equal to 1, let us see what is going to happen. K equal to 1. What is sigma limit from the mean? Yes or no? So what is the meaning of this? This is a mean. Mean is here. Take mu minus sigma and take mu plus sigma. This is going to be 1 minus at least 0% of the observation is going to fall between k sigma limits. What is the meaning of this? 1 square into 100. 0, right? 0%. What is the meaning of this? What I am trying to say is it is like this. You have a distribution like this. I mean, okay, and take the mean and take the 1 sigma this side, 1 sigma this side. 1 sigma this side is how much it is going to be? Mu minus sigma. Hemandi, take this side, 1 more sigma, mu plus sigma. How much is the data is going to fall in this region? How much it is? At least 0%. At least means what? He is having at least 10 rupees means what? Come say come 10. At least 0% means what? 0 to 100. All are with me what I am saying. Let us understand with another example so that you understand very well. K equal to 2. What is the k equal to 2? What is the percentage? 1 minus 2 square 100%, which is equivalent to 75%. Now let's go and look at What is the meaning of this? Mean from the mean, take the distance of 2 sigma and take the distance this side 2 sigma. How much is this area? How much is this percentage of the observation? At least 75. Let's understand with an example. I'm taking this MODI problem. I'm taking this MODI data. Okay? I'm copying here. Let's calculate. It doesn't matter whether it is X bar or mean. If it is X bar corresponding to, I need to take the standard deviation. If it is a mean, I need to take the corresponding standard deviation. What I'm trying to say is, if you take the mean, I need to take the population standard deviation. If I take X bar, I need to take the sample standard. Let us assume this is my sample. This is my sample. Okay. Now, let us look at, calculate the mean, the average. X bar, what is X bar? Average. What is the standard deviation? Yes. Okay, not okay. Standard dev. What I need to use here? Perfect. Okay. Now I am calculating the lower limit and upper limit. Lower and upper. What is the lower limit I am taking? First, let us take k equal to 1. K equal to how much? 1 I am taking. Means what? From the center I need to take that side sigma and this side sigma value. One subtract, one add, right? So I am subtracting now. What is the meaning of the subtraction? This minus this. All are clear? What about this? This plus this. Emandi, any question? So now we know the distribution of this height, right? Already. The height is going to be like this. I've taken my X bar. X bar is how much? 170.1. And how much I got this one? 165.2. How much I got this? 175. All are thing. And in my data, I'll go and see how many people are falling in between these two intervals. At least 0%. K equal to 1. What is he saying? At least 0% it is saying. Definitely few people are there, right? It is meeting that criteria. Now let us take X equal to 2 so that you understand. I think you guys are into confusion now. That's for sure. Now let us see X equal to K equal to 2. What is the meaning of this? From the center, I need to take 2 sigma limits lower side and 2 sigma limits upper side minus 2 times of this, right? M and D. So how? Something wrong? Yeah. The plus. How much? Okay. Again wrong. What is wrong? This one like this. Okay. Now how much is this? Around 162, 179. And I'll go and see in this data how many people are falling in between these two. Put the filter. And number less than between, right? Between how much? 160.34 to 179.95. Now, how many people are there? 95 people. Around 94. What I said? At least 75% of the people are going to lie between those two values. All are with me. At least. When I'm saying at least, 75% and above. All are with me or not? So even I don't know the data. Even I don't know the data. You give mean and standard deviation. I can talk about your behavior or not. All are getting? All are getting, guys? And let's do for 3. What is going to happen? You guys are understanding the power of mean and standard deviation now? This one plus 3 times of this. How much is this? 155 to, let's go and verify now. Between 155.4 to 184.86. How many? All the 100% of the people are falling between these two limits. If you give me the, if you give the mean and standard deviation, I can calculate without having the data, without looking at the data, I can tell you where is your heights are going to fall or not. In the call center data also I can do that. In the call center data also I can do that. In 0 to 1 interval, in coming few months, how I'm going to receive the data? Let's do that once. Let's do that once. So I'm taking 0 to 1. Okay. Now I want to understand how I'm going to receive the calls 0 to, you give the average and standard deviation. Average. And standard deviation. This is average, right? Standard deviation, yes. How much is that? The sample data. Let's calculate 3 sigma limits now. This minus 3 times of this one. This minus plus 3 times of, how much it is? If you go and look at this data, I'm copying this into the Minitab. Minitab is the faster, right? And look at the descriptive statistics, graphical summary of call center. What is happening? Let us see. What is the minimum? Minimum is 0. And maximum is 329. So at least in this, if you go and look at 3 sigma limits, at least what is the 3 sigma limit percentage? If I can calculate, k equal to 3, how much? 1 minus 1 by 3 square into 100. This is going to be 89%. At least 89% of the calls are going to receive this value. That's what is happening. Yes or no? Let's go and verify. What is the time now? Around 11 to 267. How many calls I'm going to receive? Look at 94% of the times. It is around 100, right? 100 days, na? So 95% of the times I am going to receive the calls anywhere between 11 to 264, which is matching with at least 89%. Even by knowing these mean and standard deviation, I can talk like this. It is a useful information or not? You guys are getting? So tomorrow also I know where my calls are going to be. I am 90% sure that my calls are going to lie anywhere between 11 to 267. Guys, online. So this is the importance of the CIBSE inequality. CIBSE inequality is going to tell you how your data is behaving. Now, when I'm saying 0%, what is K equal to 1? 0% of the data is going to fall. At least 0% of the data is going to fall between those two limits. It makes sense, right? In English, of course, it's anyway greater than 0%. Huh? The data when we looked at it, when K equal to 1. You guys are understanding, or it is going top of your head? It is true irrespective of your data behavior. Let's do that. The skewed data. This one, skewed data, right? Let us calculate this. Already, I think we are having it. This one, mean is how much? 4.997, something like this. I need to copy this into Minitab, Excel. Copy. Some data, salary. Okay, what is average? Why the name inequality? Google, CIBSE inequality. Wikipedia. If you want to understand, you need to learn this much. Then only I can say. Look at the mathematics. The probability of K greater than or equal to K sigma. So you say inequality. That's what it is trying to calculate. That's the reason. Is that clear? But you need to know the integration. You need to know so much. Really, if you want to understand. Okay. Rupa, for your reference, if you want to read. Anyway, you are not going to read for sure. A little bit of hectic methods, but if you join my probability course, there we'll talk all these things. You guys are getting? Not required. This is good enough. But actually, I missed one thing. What I'm trying to say here? This average, X bar, and yes, let's calculate a little fast. STDEV. Lower limit is how much? This minus 3 times of this one, negative. This plus 3 times of this. So around minus, you don't see any salary as a negative, right? So I need to take, it doesn't matter, but mathematically what does it mean? Let's go and verify. Mathematically what does it mean? Let's go and verify. Between minus 4 point, anyway, that's not there, but I'm giving it. For our 14.67. How many observations? I think I have taken the 10,000 observations. So how much it is coming? Around 89% of the data, 98% of the data is lying between those two, which is matching with my 89% at least. irrespective of the data behavior, is going to hold good. Very powerful technique. All are with me? I can generalize. How many? No need me to look into the data. Even if you collect the sample data, it is going to tell you. Make sense or not? Friends online, you guys are able to appreciate? Friends, homework. Zero to one interval, 1, 0 to 0 to 2, 0 to 3 interval data you take. Take these 3 data sets and first look at the skewness using histogram as well as a box plot, and verify with the help of the theory also. Second, Chebousev's inequality for k equal to 2 and k equal to 3. I am not interested in the one. We are going to connect again this inequality in the future. What I am trying to say is, can I get here? Can I? How much it is? It's coming around. See, it is around 98%. Can I calculate exactly this 98%? Now, what I'm saying in English, at least 89%, right? Can I have some signs which can calculate the exact that 98%? That's what we are going to learn in the future. At the time, I'll connect it back. That's what I'm saying. All are getting? It's a very crude form of. It is a very crude form of calculating the intervals. Very raw. We are going to learn few things where it calculates exactly. All are clear? K equal to at least 0.70%. Can I assume k equal to the upper limit will be always less than the? Of course. Look at it like this. There's some distribution, data distribution, probability distribution, guys. This is a center, right? Mu. K equal to 1 sigma limit is going to fall this side or this side? 2 sigma? Clear? This is a 1 sigma, 1 sigma. This is a 2 sigma, 2 sigma. What about this? 3 sigma, 3 sigma. Always 3 sigma is greater than 2 sigma limit, 2 sigma is greater than 1 sigma. Clear? So with this, I am closing the descriptive statistics.